What's up, sperm machines?
It was a wild pre-chat before the recording. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you missed some stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, we watched Predator 2. We're going to talk about that.
We did. I haven't seen this since the 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly went into this with a hardcore critical eye.
I tried. Yeah.
Fuck you.
No. I'm being completely serious.
I was like, am I just leaning into the bit of me liking Predator 2 the best of the series?
Yeah.
No, I really do like this movie the best of the series.
I like it better than I remembered it.
Yeah.
But I still don't like it better than 1.
All right, that's totally fine.
Yeah. For reasons.
Oh, I should probably start this. Yeah. No, for me, this is because the action movies and shit that I really loved, hew closer to this than they do.
Yeah, you're an urban grit kind of guy.
Exactly. Yeah,
I understand that, but I don't know that I love that with an alien as the bad guy.
I do though, because I think it kind of ups the stakes from the first movie, whereas they're a team of commandos, specifically just to kill shit. That's what they do.
Yeah, right.
Whereas this dude's a cop. He's good at defending himself. He's good. He's been in this this war zone for a while. But at the same time, he's dealing with that while he's also dealing with a fucking alien, a predator.
Yeah.
So it's he's. I don't know. To me, it was just I kind of leaned into the story more a little bit, where he's fighting a war on two fronts.
I do. Okay, from a story perspective,
Yeah,
I do like this one better.
yeah,
But as a alien invasion, need a hero, gonna fight the alien kind of guy, the first one does it for me just way more, because I'm a bigger fan of that team of crack commandos, burly man's man, fucking Jesse the Body Ventura and Arnold Schwarzenegger,
yeah,
and Carl Weathers. I can't not.
It's just a bunch of greased up dudes running around the jungle shirtless.
Really, what I want is a bunch of oily, muscly men with little to no clothing on, sweating and bleeding all over each other. Yeah, that's what I need. Yep. I didn't know that about myself.
I discovered things.
That's an awakening, if you will.
As far as action movie terms, I think this movie is just as stacked cast wise as the first movie is.
It is.
It really is, because
is.
you have Danny Glover, you have Ruben Blades, you have Bill Paxton, for Christ's sake, you have Maria Conchita Alonso.
Yeah.
The better known as has a ton of people. So
yeah, you got a lot of tabs open.
That was I made some hard cuts too.
Yeah. No. There's, if I have a real criticism about this movie compared to the other one, is that the first Predator doesn't exactly feel like other action movies that came before it.
Yeah.
This feels like every action movie set in an urban environment, just with an alien.
All right, I can see that.
This is Lethal Weapon.
With an alien. I fucking love that. That's what I want. Yes.
Okay, it's fine. You're allowed to like that.
Where Riggs is both Murtaugh and Riggs.
He is both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I like it. I like the setting. I like the way the city looks. It's got that lived in dirty feel.
Yeah.
It's got that once it starts getting into the weird and the alien shit, it starts taking on a legit almost sci-fi movie feel.
Yeah.
Which I noticed this movie, you can actively watch the progression from cop drama into sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Because it starts with gang war on the street, ends with spaceship.
Yeah.
And it slowly takes you
and it
all
isn't
the
a jarring
way there.
transition either
No,
to
it's
get
not.
from point A to point B.
Yeah, they did it really, really well.
Yeah.
And I like it. I just it doesn't have that I don't know. It doesn't have that adventure feel that the first one has for me, and I like that about the first one. Because it's got something magic in it. And this is really, really good. Like, I don't want to shit on this movie because I did enjoy myself. But it's like, it also goes on way too fucking long.
Yeah, because it is almost 2 hours. It's like $1.50, I
You
think.
could cut an easy 20 minutes out of this motherfucker.
Yeah, maybe some of like them investigating some of the, but then I think if you take some of that out, it makes that transition from cop movie
I don't need to
to
see.
alien movie a little bit more jarring.
They could have streamlined a lot of the story where the Predator is taking out gangsters.
Yes, and like I don't want to see less of him like cleaning off the trophies and stuff, but like maybe only one scene of him like with like a skull off the side of the building.
Yeah,
like, you know,
because why did he have to get struck by lightning? What the fuck was that about?
that was a bit much. I mean,
Come on.
As a kid, you're like fucking cool, but
Yeah.
like, again, looking at it critically, like that was a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that shot of just him on the Eastern Building is so like
It was badass.
Yeah,
it
I mean,
was
it's
badass.
fucking
And then he
iconic,
gets
like-
struck by lightning.
yeah, that does like bring it down a little bit. But I remember HBO guides when you were a kid.
Yeah.
I remember like the picture on the HBO guide for Predator 2 was him like on the Eastern Building. Danny
Yeah.
Glover, hell yeah. Yeah, I love. I mean, like, you even have the captain from Lethal Weapon making an appearance here
Yeah.
in this scene in the shootout in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Donner's being a fuck ass already, huh?
yeah. He's been okay today, but he's apparently saving it up.
Yeah. I had a thing I was gonna say, and it's eluding me right now.
Goddamn dog.
Goddamn dog. Threw me right off my track. Oh. Okay. So I get that this is supposed to be like, this is the future from when this was made.
Yeah.
By 7 years.
Yeah.
Why does every gun have a scope and a laser sight on it? It's a fucking shotgun with a scope on it.
We
What
didn't know
the
we were going to
fuck
have
are
that in
you
the
doing?
future. We were still expecting flying cars, all right?
This is set in 1997.
Yeah.
It was made in 90?
1990, yeah.
Yeah. Come on now.
I love the look, like, cinematically of this movie. Like, it looks like Point Break. It looks like Lethal Weapon. Like, it has that glow to it. Like, it just looks so awesome.
Yeah.
I love a good West Coast action movie. And, like, this, like, checks so many of those boxes.
Yeah, no, it's rad. Like,
Yeah.
if you took the Predator stuff out of it, you still have the makings of a really solid action flick.
Yeah.
Like, I would watch this. Like, I don't know why it's taking me so long to come back to this. I think it's just because I in my mind, I was like, oh, the Predator in a city is fucking stupid because Danny Glover is just a regular ass dude. Like, he has no chance against the Predator in all reality.
But at the same time, he's on his own turf. Like, he uses that to his advantage. Like, he knows, like, there's nothing he can do to stop this, so he's going to let Keyes and his guys try to take their shot before he fucking does anything. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and they all get wiped out, of course. Like,
Yeah, but that does nothing. And what it boils down to is Danny Glover has better reflexes than the fucking Predator.
he's got better street smarts than the Predator. Yes.
You... In the fight where he kills him,
Yeah.
he has better reflexes.
But at the same time, the Predator has been already in, like, a fight with Keyes and his men for, like, a while already. He was already
He's the
coming.
fucking Predator.
He's not
Danny
Superman.
Glover's been awake for 4 fucking days by then.
He is hopped up on coffee and cocaine, and he is, you know, at his peak right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He is the apex predator. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is a really fun fucking movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of things that I disliked. And like I said, like it definitely goes on too long. But by like the third almost ending, I was like ready.
Yeah. See, like here, you can cut some of this out because like we've been following this fight now, like with this dude for a good probably 3 minutes at least. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, this is a great way to open a movie
yeah,
with this giant, crazy gunfight. But like, it's so action packed. Like, where the fuck do you go from here?
yeah.
And I mean, they follow it up decently by pacing it well. Like the movie is paced really well because you get cool action, and you get the hectic, LA life, and then they're sitting in the office talking, or they're getting there's the bar scene where they're, scoping out keys, and all the keys stuff was cool, but
do we not have a picture? Oh no, we're back.
what?
Sorry, there was my iPad shit out for a second there.
Oh. No, we're fine.
Yeah.
All the keys stuff was good, but obvious.
Yeah.
But that's whatever. I guess if you followed the comics, you knew anyway.
Really? He's
yeah.
he's from the character from the comics.
The organization that they work for is.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
never knew that. But still, I thought I thought it was cool that they were this government unit, hunting down the predator.
Yeah. Well, this whole movie is based on one of the comic runs.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's the one they made the video game of.
Yes, that
yeah.
was really awesome. There was a PlayStation 2 game, I think.
Something like that.
Towards the very end of the PlayStation 2 life cycle.
Yeah. We touch on that in the trivia a little bit, but.
All right. That was a fun game.
Was it?
Yeah.
I never played it.
I mean, you're moving. It was kind of like Grand Theft Auto, where it's like an open world. You're moving around the city, so if you encounter random crime and shit,
Yeah.
you can you can actually take people's skulls and stuff if you want for trophies.
Jesus Christ, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Did they turn the Predator into the good guy in that?
I mean, he was just the predator. He was hunting. You were just
okay.
doing your own shit. You weren't stopping crime, but you were
Okay.
looking for warriors.
Yeah. You know what? We have Predator comics that we could have put out on the table
Motherfucker, I
in
didn't
the
even
library
think about
over
it.
there. Yeah.
Didn't even think about it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think they led on to the mystery of what's happening to everybody a little too soon. So they're immediately recognizing oh, somebody was here and somebody cut them all up, but there's no bullets and stuff like that. They could have been oh yeah, well that explosion tore them all up.
Yeah.
And then another crime later, you're oh, this is really similar to that. And then if you're gonna have a movie this long, give me some mystery and then a payoff.
I think this, they see this nightly. This is the regular for them. This shit, this kind of carnage.
Yeah, but
so when something is off, they're gonna notice that it's off immediately. Sure, it's gonna be a room full of bodies. That might throw anybody off, but again, they see this all the time. So wait a minute, this something's different about this than normal.
Yeah.
So I think they would pick up on it pretty quickly.
Well, I think myself as somebody watching the movie,
yeah,
I don't immediately want the Predator in it. You know what I mean? I want them to be trying to figure out what's happening at the same time I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
And then, oh shit, it's the Predator. A little later on. But
yeah.
Maybe I'm just being.
I mean, you are watching
needy.
A movie called Predator 2.
Yes, I understand that, but he's in the opening fucking shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meh. What are you gonna do? Fucking movie was made 4 years ago. Ew.
Yeah, that's gross.
Shit.
I remember watching this with my family, in our living room. The first night it was on HBO.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Davi. Goddamn action staple right there.
That guy?
Yeah.
Crater Face?
Yep. He's in Die Hard. He's in the Goonies.
Yep. I don't know if they paid this person enough money, but the sweat designer on this movie
working overtime. Yeah.
Everybody's got
just moist.
Just Everybody is moist, and every shirt has a triangle on the back.
Yep, that's the one.
It's fucking disgusting, really. Yeah. No, they definitely would have fired him
Yeah.
like a long time ago.
We're tired of your renegade ways. I like that they like expand on like the Predator's weaponry a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have like the cool like the spear with
the
the
net
nets
and
and
the
stuff.
spear,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Or the flying disc too. I don't think it's in the first one, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking your boy Stan Winston, man. Like, just a legend in the industry.
Yeah.
He's so creative and so cool. What'd you think of the actual design of this Predator over the?
I liked it. I like it's because it's not like. Well, first of all, you don't really know that he's in a group until the very end of it.
Yeah.
So like whereas the first Predator, we're never told. We assume he's solo. We
Right.
never see another one. So like it makes more sense that he'd be more armored, whereas opposed to this one, he's just more like lightly armored and like. Also, it's an urban environment where he needs to be quicker, as opposed to like a jungle where he can hide and like
Yeah.
he's up against these commandos with these weapons of war. Where like these are just small arms that he's facing here.
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool that he looks different. Like he's geared up for a different fight.
Yeah. Yeah, and the makeup was really good too. Like,
Yeah.
but I like once you see the whole pack, they're all a little different.
Yeah.
Like, yes, they all look like a Predator, but they all have different markings. They have different.
They don't all look alike, okay?
Can I get a correct, but fuck you?
Fuck you.
Thank you.
I forget what the name of the actual predator species is.
I already put it in the chat.
There's a couple. There's two different names.
What is it?
It's I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah,
it.
the
It's
Yautja.
Yautja.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's another one. It's like a 3-syllable thing.
I think it also starts with a Y though, right?
Yeah.
Look it up.
I haven't read them in a while, but Marvel was putting out some really good Predator comics. I liked what they were doing.
Marvel?
Yeah. Yeah, the
Dark
ones we
Horse?
have in the
It's
library.
Dark Horse forever.
Yeah, Marvel when Disney bought Fox took over the franchise. And they were doing
really?
they were doing good Alien and Predator comics.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when they first started, it was all Dark Horse, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to say that's kind of the stuff that like Dark Horse was making their bones with.
Like that and Aliens for a while.
Yeah.
Like early '90s Dark Horse was
And
pretty
Sin
badass.
City.
They had they had Sin City. They had James Bond comics. They had
Oh, did they
Godzilla
really?
for a while. Yeah.
They were literally the Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Like, and they
There's-
put out rad shit. It's just
Everybody
nobody
else,
cared.
Marvel, DC, or Image, but Dark Horse had some solid shit during that time.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Hellboy's Dark Horse.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
God damn.
What else is there to say about this? Whoa, shit, we've been talking a while.
Yeah.
I just again, like, this just plays to my movie sense, like, more than the first movie does. Like, I relate
Yeah.
to this a lot more.
Yeah, this is just your type of action movie,
Yeah.
which is totally fine. Like, and I like it too. Like, Lethal Weapon, or like you can go back to like Dirty Harry, and shit like that. Like,
Oh yeah, I was like, you sent us the link with the Clint Eastwood action figures.
dude,
Yeah. Oh God, those look awesome.
they really do. They're like 600 bones.
Yeah, like I don't know what I want more, like the Man with No Name or like the Dirty Harry one, or
Literally, I would take any one of them.
yeah.
Any
They have a
fucking
William Money action.
one. I know. I know.
Fucking awesome is that? Oh, God damn it! Let's watch Unforgiven.
Any man don't want to get killed.
Yeah.
Clear on out the back. What?
And he's true to his word.
He's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Killer of men, women, and children, but God damn it, he wasn't a liar. God, Unforgiven is so good.
Yeah.
That movie's so fucking good.
Oh.
Duck of Death.
Duck of Death.
Yeah, that was sideshow collectibles. So
Yeah.
like the size of the $600 ones, they're like, I don't know, like a foot tall, and then like the $200 or $300 ones are the
6-inch.
whatever 8-inch or whatever.
God, I want one of those so bad.
Yeah, fucking Josie Wales.
Yeah.
God damn.
Although I should, isn't Josie Wales the one where he has the fucking the oven like cover on under
No.
the?
No.
What was that? That was a fistful of dollars.
That was
wasn't
Fistful of Dollars.
it? Yeah, shit. That
Yeah.
would have been a cool one too.
Yeah. No, that one is him. That's one of the tall ones.
Yeah.
The Man with No Name, or Blondie, whichever movie you're watching. And that one's got a little bit of like background stuff for him to stand in front of.
Oh man, did not mean for that to be that gross. I haven't seen The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly in a long time either.
It's not the best one of the series, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, I will say, like, I have not seen a lot of those movies, but from what I have seen, I like that one a lot.
I mean, there's 3.
Yeah.
There's 3 in that series. It's a Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more, and then Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
But I love Fistful of Dollars. It's Yojimbo. You know,
Yeah.
it's that same story. It's Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis. You know, they tell exactly the same story.
I got to start making a new list of, like, movies I need to watch, and, like, a lot of those Clint Eastwood ones are on there.
Yeah.
I've never seen The Outlaw Josie Wales.
Get the fuck out of my life. Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you.
Bro. I've never been so disappointed in you.
I'm sorry. Well, I know what I got to do this week. Shit.
Clint Eastwood made somewhere between like 10 and 15 westerns,
Yeah.
which sounds like not enough, but he mostly did like war and cop dramas. Most of them, like a good 90% of them, are fucking solid.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Joe Kidd is a little weak. He did one, I guess you could consider it a western. It's oh shit. It's kind of lame. He plays a Civil War fighter who winds up at these women's house, and they basically like kill him because he's on the other side.
Yeah, yeah.
And their father or husbands or something died fighting. Either way, that one's not great, but it's fucking Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, I've seen High Plains Drifter.
Yeah, the man squints and shoots people. Like, the
does
fuck
it well.
do you need?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Oh.
I love Clint Eastwood movies. Anyway, yeah, the whole voodoo thing is kind of weird too. Like a lot of time spent on it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I like it. But also, they don't do that much voodoo in Jamaica.
That's true.
Like,
Well, wait, are you telling me this movie's going crazy with stereotypes? Wait a minute.
maybe a little.
Yeah.
Like the Mexican cartel leader in his Aztec-themed hotel room.
In high school, and like I'm sure if Alex is watching, he could attest to this. We would just quote this movie randomly back and forth, like in the hallways, like passing each other, "Fucking voodoo magic," like all the time.
It's not even that good of a line.
It is when you really scream it in a hallway, like there ain't no killing what can't be killed.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, you ready to throw some ratings, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, I'll go first. 7.5.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go higher on that.
Yeah, I figured.
For me, I'm gonna go a full point higher. I'm gonna go 8.5 because I love this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a lot going for it. Like the music is great too.
Yes.
You don't really notice it, which is exactly what it's supposed to do.
be.
You know, it's I mean, it's generic kind of action movie stuff with like a darker tone to it, but like
Yeah.
it absolutely works for what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is a solid 8.5 for me. I
Yeah.
like this is in my action movie pantheon, like for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I love that. The web.
Yeah, the net gun was cool. What drives me crazy though is like it's such a continuity thing for me. Like sometimes the spear is visible, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, like when he turns the corner, when he shoots the net, like the whole gun is visible. Like,
Yeah.
how
Why?
is that a tactical advantage? Yeah.
Why? It was invisible when it was on his fucking belt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like there's the spear. It's visible.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't. Well, I mean,
Shit, I never noticed that, and now that's gonna bother the fucking hell out of me. You motherfucker!
I do this
Is
to
that gonna
you
bring it
all.
down to a 7.5 for you?
No, no, it won't.
I do this shit to him all the time.
How dare you bring logic into this?
Mm-hmm. The goddamn Predator movie. It's fine. It's fine. Are you ready for trivia?
Yeah, let's do some trivia.
Let's trivialize this movie.
Not to bother you with trivia.
Okay, we're gonna start with a real ripper here. The filming of the alley scene was very troublesome for the filmmakers due to the rough neighborhood. The alley was littered with garbage, most of which was used in the film, and plagued with large rats. You love rats. Local residents, angered by the noise created by the film crew, would throw bottles and paper bags filled with feces from windows at the crew in the alley below. Worst of all, the film crew found a dead body hidden among the garbage.
Oh my god!
Welcome to L.A., baby.
Holy shit!
Yeah. After being offered the lead, Danny Glover was quick to jump aboard the movie as he knew of few movies that had, quote, a black man fighting a supernatural being. Director Stephen Hopkins said that the studio's only concern was that an Afro-American leading man would limit the film's profitability in some countries, example being South Africa. But they eventually agreed, given Glover's popularity from the Lethal Weapon movies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was pretty huge at the time after those first two movies.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm trying to think of other things that Danny Glover would have been famous for other than Lethal Weapon at that point.
We have a segment dedicated
Listen, man.
just to that.
We can banter before the segment.
That was me escaping from not knowing the answer to that off the top
Yeah,
of my
I think
head.
it's nothing. The answer is nothing. Let's see here. The spear weapon that was used in the film disappeared and was reported stolen after filming was completed.
Huh. You know that is mounted on like somebody's wall
Oh,
right now.
fuck yeah, it is. Fuck
Yep.
yeah, it is. The original storyline of the... Wait, hold on. I wonder if it got used in a murder. That'd be so cool.
They murdered some Jamaican drug lords.
With the Predator spear? He went, motherfucker!
Yeah. Oh, there's one witness. He just said the devil came and took them in Spanish.
Let's see here. The original storyline of the film was to have taken place in New York City, but Jim Thomas and John Thomas quickly changed it to Los Angeles because of budget concerns. The scene where the Predator raises the skull during the lightning storm was to have taken place atop the Chrysler Building.
Yeah, no, that's a good switch.
Yeah.
That's a much better setting, I think, for this than New York.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of like the Predator being on top of things, like how cool and iconic some of the cinematography of this is. Like, how fucking rad was that silhouette of the Predator on that gargoyle? Like,
Yes.
how Batman, how fucking
Yeah.
Spawn, you know, like,
Yep.
ugh.
Yeah, that is like a very 90s like comic book image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, that would predate Spawn, but still,
Whatever.
it was very Frank Miller.
Yeah.
Very Frank Miller. Some of the Predator sounds were recycled from Tremors.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
No shit.
Yeah, I think it was when that scene where Kevin Bacon like opens his like vagina mouth and speaks.
I was gonna say they were all Burt Ward clips. Or Fred Ward. Jesus
Fred,
Christ.
yeah, Burt Ward
Burt
was
Ward was
Robin.
Yeah.
According to screenwriters Jim Thomas and John Thomas, a Predator sequel had not been planned, and they had to wait and see how successful the Predator comic book series would be. After the series was a hit, producer Joel Silver was able to convince Fox to make a sequel, which was immediately greenlit. Comics, saving the day.
If it exhibited raging xenophobia, it would be very Frank Miller. I like it, TJ.
Isn't the species they hate the most the xenomorphs? So they do have sort of a xenophobia.
I don't think they hate them the most.
Yeah, I think they're just like on their radar. Like,
Yeah.
They're like
they've
their
encountered-
primary target because they're hard to kill.
No. Just in those movies, like
Yeah.
that's the ones they were going after. I had something. Oh yeah. The secret ingredient to this movie is fascism, so it's very Frank Miller.
Yeah.
And that's somebody who loves Frank Miller's shit. The film was recut and submitted for rating over 17 times, according to director Stephen Hopkins, because of the more graphic shots of mutilated bodies, nudity, and decapitations by the Predator.
Damn.
The film was originally given an NC-17 rating, and there was brief talk of keeping it that way, but this was ultimately believed to be detrimental to its box office.
Would love to see the NC-17 version.
Yeah,
of this.
as NC-17 movies are precluded from being advertised in newspapers and screened in certain theaters. So yeah, it would have fucking ruined it. By cutting around the explicit shots, often taking out somewhere between 6 and 12 frames, they were able to obtain the desired R rating. Hopkins said that no full scenes had to be cut due to violence, only for pacing issues.
All right.
So it was like, okay, this like when it gets real graphic, cut it.
I was just saying to point out how goddamn awesome Bill Paxton is in this movie. I mean, Bill Paxton's awesome in a lot. Really? I love him as the slimy, like, fuckboy character. Like,
It's cartoonish.
oh,
It's cartoonish. They could. He's at a 10. If he brought it down to like an 8,
yeah.
it would have been fine.
It wouldn't be Paxton. Then he'd be Pullman. Yeah.
He's reading the script. He goes, "Who the fuck do you think I am, Bill Pullman?
Yeah, no, I'm going Paxton on this.
Ramp it up, motherfucker."
But I love that, like, he is the character that, like, the higher-ups think that Danny Glover is, basically. Like,
Yeah.
and Danny Glover has to deal with him in the way that they have to deal with Danny Glover.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're a big old pain in the ass. Oh man, and like I'm really sad that this character dies because I really like him.
Yeah, Danny.
Danny. It's what he gets for being a dumbass.
He said to wait
What
for
you
him.
fucking get.
Yeah. Specifically said none of that hero shit.
Yeah. Wait for me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're all alone. Anyway, the brief scene with the hunting party was the most expensive to make in the entire film.
Yeah, there's a lot of CGI shots there.
Stan Winston's effects team had to build 9 additional unique Predator suits for just a few minutes of screen time. Yeah, I mean, the CG shit at that point was probably expensive, but, like, it also looked like shit.
Yeah.
I did not appreciate it. But what are you gonna do? You have to make these things go invisible. Are you ready to have your fucking mind blown?
Yeah.
In 2020, Stephen Hopkins revealed that he met with Steven Seagal for the lead role in this film. Seagal wanted to play the character as a CIA psychiatrist who knew martial arts.
What?
Hopkins passed on casting him, wanting the character to be an average Joe type. Hopkins had also envisioned Patrick Swayze playing the part.
Yeah, no, I like Danny Glover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't like.
How fucking awful would that have been?
Yeah.
Awful.
Oh my God, Steven Seagal. Just fighting the Predator in like daishiki and like with prayer beads and
This
stuff.
was before his Daishiki days.
Yeah, it was a couple of years before it.
This was 90.
Yeah.
So filmed in 89.
We did Marked for Death on the Defenestration Hour.
Uh-huh.
And I pointed out, I think that was like, because there's just one scene in that movie where he's wearing this crazy like jacket with like a big Asian dragon on the back, and like,
Fuck yeah.
and I said to Tom, I guarantee you, this was like the trial run for his later like full Asian look. Like, guys, what do you think about this jacket? And like nobody said no, like it doesn't look, it looks bad.
Like, oh yeah.
So like he just, all right, I can go a little deeper with it.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
A little more, a little more.
Yeah. And next thing he's out there like in like I'm not even gonna nope.
Ugh,
Yeah, he just looked ridiculous.
these fucking clown shoes. This is Gary Busey's first film after this even says devastating motorcycle accident in 1888, in which he suffered TBI, traumatic brain injury, that caused permanent and progressive brain damage, as is very visible.
Very evident. Yeah.
The man is
I did not know it was like 2 years after that accident. Oh, good for him. Like he doesn't, you can't really tell. Like,
well, no, because like it's just like a couple years after this is where it really starts getting fucking weird.
yeah, that's when he gets like late 90s is when he really starts getting nuts.
Yeah, he looks like a walking husk of a human at this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ugh. John Lithgow was Stephen Hopkins' first choice for Peter Keyes, but Joel Silver pushed for Gary Busey instead. That might have worked.
I'm sorry. Who was it?
John Lithgow.
As Keys?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No. I like Gary Busey as Keys.
It would have worked if they kept Keyes out of the action. If Keyes stayed as like the office guy and in the van, it would have worked.
Yeah. No, but like, he was actually in the fight, so yeah, no.
Yeah. The gunfight in East Los Angeles was shot in 3 long days, with the exception of the interiors of the building, which was shot on the Fox lot. The circumstances in LA were quite dangerous due to actual gang fights, stabbings, and shootings going on.
Yeah.
The crew was actually protected by the Crips during the shoot.
Again, this is why I think LA makes way more sense than New York, because like that was actually going on in
real.
LA. Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
In the novel, the elder predator is called Grayback. Little snippet for you.
The on the ship, the one who gives who gives him the gun.
Yep. And this will be our last trivia fact for the evening. The machete used by Jerry fighting the alien on the subway is the same as those used by Dutch and his team in Predator.
Oh, all right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
we do here. We like to keep it interesting.
We're going to move on to the better known as. Like we alluded to before, there are a shitload of people. Luckily, some of them we have covered before, so we can just go right the fuck over them.
Yeah.
But we're going to start off with director Stephen Hopkins. I don't know if this battery's dying, but this is acting a little wonky.
You've been saying that for like a month.
Yeah, so it's got to be the battery. He is still directing things as of 2023 anyway. Directed 6 episodes of a TV series called Liaison. Directed a Dark Tower TV movie in 2020. I don't think that was ever released. Let's hope not anyway.
Not if it was like the Stephen King Dark Tower.
14 episodes of the Fugitive TV miniseries. I didn't know that was a thing. 2020. 3 episodes of 24 Legacy. 24 episodes of House of Lies. That was a pretty good series with Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Californication, Shameless.
Californication was good for like 10 episodes, and then I had enough.
Amanda and I were watching Shameless, and like that was good for like 5, 6 seasons,
Yeah,
and like we have not finished it because it just becomes unwatchably bad.
really.
Yeah, it's just so horrible. Where are we here?
24.
12 episodes of 24, the original series. He directed the 1998 version of Lost in Space. It wasn't horrible. I dug that movie at the time. Not great, but
I didn't like it.
he directed The Ghost in the Darkness in 1996, which is an awesome movie.
I think you've talked about that before, but
We have like way back. It's Michael Douglas. It's based on a true story. It's Michael Douglas and Val Kilmer. They're like these two like big game hunters who get hired to like track down these 2 lions that have been
Yes.
killing like railroad workers. I think these lions ended up killing like 100 and something people. Like,
Jesus Christ,
yeah. I mean, they would just take like 2 people every night.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's about them trying to hunt them down. It's a really, really good movie. But when they finally killed these spoiler, they killed the lions.
Aw.
When they finally like killed these lions, they found like they were these weird like mutated lions. They were male lions, but they didn't have manes. I don't know if they both had it or one, like the lead one had like an infected tooth, and they think that's why it drove it to like hunt humans.
Yeah.
Like it just, it was the infection was affecting its brain, so it was way more aggressive and like just it was hunting anything it could find.
Yeah.
And humans were easy.
Yeah, we don't run that fast.
Yeah, and they were larger than like normal lions too, so they didn't know like what the fuck these things were.
Yeah. Like the hills have eyes of lions.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He directed 3 episodes of Tales from the Crypt,
Jesus.
and they were good ones too. Abracadabra, that's in season 3. That is, we talked about this. Was it me and you, or maybe me and you, Art? Or maybe it was me and Tom. It was somebody I talked about it with recently. It was the episode with Beau Bridges and Jeff Bridges, I think.
Oh, it was us because of the bridges.
Yes. Yeah. Where like Beau Bridges, no, Tony Goldwyn, not Jeff Bridges. I'm sorry, it's Tony Goldwyn. And like they're like medical students or something, and like one of them invents this drug that like simulates death, basically.
Oh,
And, like,
yeah.
yeah, to play a practical joke on the other one, like he gives him the drug, makes him think he thinks he died.
Yeah, and then he autopsies him.
No, at the
something,
end, like the
He's, oh my God, I'm still alive.
he really does that. He wakes up and has a heart attack, and then like he realizes like, oh, his brother was mostly right, but the thing he was wrong about was that like he thought that feeling was like the first thing to go,
Yeah.
but feeling was like one of the last things to go. So as he's undergoing his autopsy, like
Yeah.
he's like screaming in pain, like internally.
Uh-huh.
That was an awesome episode. Let's see, what other ones did he direct? I believe they were all like memorable ones, if I am not mistaken. Here we go. Season 4, Beauty Rest. I do remember this one. This is the one with Mimi Rogers, where she is like trying to like win this beauty pageant. Like it's not a beauty. It is a beauty pageant.
Yeah.
And like the winner gets like a modeling contract for something or other, and I think she like poisons like one of the other girls. She ends up killing them all, and she wins. And the prize is like she's like Miss Autopsy, so like at the ending is her like dead, like with her chest like opened up like on display, like yeah. It was awesome.
Oh, sweet. Kathy Ireland is in that.
Yeah. And the third one, season 6. Blah, I got a little cotton mouth going.
Oh, boy.
Stared in horror. Nope, this one I don't remember. Fugitive collides on the lam from an angry mob. He seeks refuge in a decrepit old mansion owned by an elderly woman. Unbeknownst to Clyde, the house has a curse attached. I don't remember that one. Arlie Ermey's in it, though. D.B. Sweeney and Rachel Ticotin. All right, back to Stephen Hopkins. He directed Blown Away with Jeff Bridges, 1994. That was a pretty good movie. Tommy Lee Jones was like an IRA bomber.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was a really good movie.
Judgment Night.
Judgment Night,
Hell yeah.
1993. That was an awesome movie.
What's better, the movie or the soundtrack?
Probably the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 1989, he directed A Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Child. Other than that, there's really not much else notable. We're going to move on. Up next, we have Danny Glover, who is, of course, Roger Murtaugh.
Yeah.
From the Lethal Weapon series. God tier action movie series. He is still in movies. He is old as hell.
Yeah.
I saw him at the Plaza once on my lunch break at work. He was there, like, advocating for something at the Capitol.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was in the Marvel Wastelanders Old Man Star-Lord series. He was like one of the side characters in that. He hasn't been in much notable lately. Death Race 4, Beyond Anarchy. I didn't realize they were still making those movies. That was 6 years ago.
Yeah, I wish they weren't.
He's
He was in like all the, not all, but a few of the latter Saw movies, right? That was like the last like mainstream shit he was in.
Maybe. There's a lot of shit in here.
Yeah.
Day of the Mummy,
Yeah, shit is a good word for that.
Ninja Immovable Heart, Badass 2,
Come on.
American Dad. So, yeah.
You're better than this.
Yeah, come on, Danny. I mean, we all got to work, but dude, he's in an episode of Psych. Yeah.
God damn.
He was in an episode of Human Target in 2010.
Death at a Funeral.
He was in the movie 2012 and 2009.
Fuck that shit.
I never saw that. It looked really ridiculous.
Any fucking... Ugh. The weather's gonna get us, guys!
That's right, yeah.
Fuck you!
Weather movies. He was in an episode of My Name is Earl in 2009. Be Kind, Rewind.
All right, I
2008.
like that movie.
I never saw it.
It's fucking charming.
It looked ridiculous.
It's not great, but it's fucking charming.
All right.
Dude, it's fucking... It's Jack Black and Mos Def acting out famous scenes from famous movies.
Yeah.
And then selling those in their fucking ghetto rental store. It's amazing.
He was in the movie Shooter in 2007 with Mark Wahlberg.
All right, that was a decent
It was a
action
decent
flick.
movie, yeah. Surprisingly. God damn, dude. He was in the Royal Tenenbaums. That was 23 years ago.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut all the fuck up.
Oh. He was a voice in The Prince of Egypt 26 years ago, which was when Lethal Weapon 4 was released 26 years ago.
I fucking hate this.
Oh,
Why does everything have to suck?
fuck that. He was in the movie Switchback in 1997, which was horrible.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah. Harriet the Spy,
God,
Gone Fishing. That was... I'm surprised it has a 4.8, because that was fucking garbage.
It really was.
Yeah. Him and Joe Pesci.
Pesci,
Yeah. He was in the Maverick movie in 1994.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I love
Captain
that movie,
Planet.
by the way. I don't know if you do.
Maverick. Maverick. That was a good movie. Flight of the Intruder, 1991. He was in the Lonesome Dove miniseries, 1989. Played Nelson Mandela in a movie in 87. All right, here we go. Pre-Lethal Weapon. He was in The Color Purple in 1985.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so that probably is what got him notoriety. Witness, 1985, another good movie. Iceman, 84.
I don't know what that is.
That was like a unfrozen caveman.
Oh, like Encino Man,
Yeah, but like a serious, movie, series you can get.
like a version of Encino Man that I don't want to watch.
Yeah, Greatest American Hero, 1981.
Eat my ass. That show sucks.
He was in BJ and the Bear in 1979.
Oh,
his
yeah.
first role. Who doesn't? Well,
Oh, he's Escape from Alcatraz.
which is an awesome movie.
So good.
Yeah, that is criminally low for this movie. It only has a 7.6 on here. That should be like a 9. Yeah,
Movie fucking awesome.
yeah. Speaking of awesome Clint Eastwood movies,
Yeah, it's one thing I have to really disagree with Ray Liotta on, because he was asked like, who do you think is the most overrated actor of like the 80s and 90s, and he goes, Clint Eastwood. Like,
of the 80s and 90s,
fuck you, Ray. Overrated?
of the 80s and 90s, though, of that
Yeah.
period. Think about all his awesome movies end in like 1979. Like Dirty Harry's before that.
No, they fucking
All his
don't.
Oh yeah, okay, wait, Unforgiven. All right, yeah, you know what? That's right. I take that back. Fucking because Unforgiven is in the 90s, and that movie is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fuck you, Ray. You're wrong about that one.
Fucking dare put disrespect on Clint Eastwood's name.
Yeah. All right. But I mean, other than that, like, what did he? Well,
In the 80s,
shitty Dirty Harry sequels.
they were.
The Deadpool.
Yeah, but he wasn't overrated.
Yeah, maybe you're right about that.
Like those
Heartbreak
movies.
Ridge.
How fucking dare you?
I didn't say it was bad. I just
Yeah.
mentioned it was made in that time.
Yeah.
In the Line of Fire, that was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray is wrong.
Ray is wrong on this, I think. There are not great movies in there, but there are also great movies in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ray.
You're wrong as hell.
I was going to mention who doesn't love a chimp in a show, but we've been watching that show, Chimp Crazy, on HBO.
Oh.
We'll get into that in the
Oh, will we?
yeah, in the crap shoot.
Yeah, I hear that's definitely a show.
It's fucking batshit crazy. Yeah. Anyway. Up next. Bleh. Fucking for some reason.
This is real dry, huh?
Cottonmouth. Yeah, I don't know why.
You don't have your non-alcoholic beverage there.
Oh god. Eastwood plays the same guy in different scenarios. He does it well, but you can see Dirty Harry aging into the Gran Torino guy easily. I've mentioned this before. I am so glad I watched Gran Torino at home and not in a movie theater.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I didn't know it wasn't a comedy. Yeah.
I don't know why Racist Old Man is hilarious. like comically racist old man. Hilarious.
Over the top racist. Oh man. Oh, hey, Gary Busey's and stuff.
He is.
I mean, he's most notable for being fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
But he's actually he's in the greatest movie ever made, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, Point Break. Yeah.
Which is also criminally rated low.
What do you want from IMDb? They don't fucking know anything.
So that should that's a 9. Easily a 9. if
Easy.
not higher.
Easy.
Because it's in fact a perfect movie.
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck would you change about Point Break?
Nothing.
Not
Yeah.
a thing. Not a motherfucking thing.
Not a thing. I'd get 3 meatball subs. That's what I'd change about it, yeah. Anyway, he is also still in stuff.
What?
Yeah, somehow.
How? He's barely a human anymore.
He's barely sentient, yeah. Whatever. I just scoop him into a suit and put him onto a set, and I guess he's all good to go.
Jesus Christ. Does Jake need money that fucking bad?
We're going to be doing a convention with Gary Busey. I can see
No.
it. Like
He's going to die before he hits the convention scene.
Please. You underestimate some of the people I have done conventions with. Oh. Anyway. Uh,
I want to do I want to do a convention with Steranko's wig.
he is
take
somehow
pictures with
also
it.
still doing
Take
conventions.
pictures with it.
The wig comes with its own like suit, like pinstripe suit. Oh man.
Fucking signed copies of Nick Fury, Agent of Shield.
He is still doing voices as himself in the Hitman video games.
What?
Gary Busey.
Christ.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Sharknado 4, that tracks. From Dusk Till Dawn, the series. Yep. Entourage. American Dad. Yeah. These all track. Piranha 3 Double D.
Ugh.
2.5 Men. This is just mediocrity.
I mean, you're in a.
We talked about him before in Ginger Dead Man. That's
Yeah, we
right.
did.
We can move on. He is probably also most, critically well known as being Buddy Holly in the Buddy Holly story. We're going to move on. Kevin Peter Hall. Who we had to have talked about. We did Predator, right?
We did.
We did. We did? We did.
Did we? Yeah, I think we did.
I think we did.
Yeah. Oh, he was the Predator in the first one too?
Yes.
Okay.
He is the Predator in Predator 1. Oh, in Predator and Predator 2. He was Harry in Harry and the Hendersons, the movie. And I don't know if it was the entirety of the TV show, but for a good chunk of it anyway. Star Trek: The Next Generation. He shows up in Big Top Pee-wee. Misfits of Science. 16 episodes of that in the 80s. Dukes of Hazzard. Night Court. The first ER. That was 84.
Oh, Mazes and Monsters. Fuck that.
Yeah, the movie that was like villainizing Dungeons and Dragons. Gonna have to switch up, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Just vodka, huh?
Opium.
Oh.
We're gonna move on. Ruben Blades was in this. He is probably most notable as being a musician, but he is in a lot of movies as well. He was in 87 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. Daniel Salazar. Yeah, that was when I gave up on that.
Oh, it took that long for you.
I got to like the first season of that show, and it was like, why the fuck am I still watching this?
It's all the same shit.
He was in Hands of Stone. That's was it Roberto Duran?
Yeah.
Yeah, movie about Roberto Duran.
No mas.
Yeah. Come on. Let's see.
Roberto Duran, like, if you get rid of the no mas controversy, that was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
A bad motherfucker.
80s like, boxing was like a whole just different thing, man. It was just so
They were
awesome.
animals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking animals.
I miss when boxing was awesome.
Oh, fuck.
He was in Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Lame.
Yeah.
Let's follow up, like, one of the dopest action movies ever
With
with
mediocrity.
this garbage.
Yeah.
Hey, I have famous friends now. That's exactly what that movie is.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. He was in The Devil's Own, 1997, with Harrison Ford and Brad Pitt. In an episode of The X-Files the same year. He's in Color of Night, 1994, with Bruce Willis's penis. He's in,
Has a scene with it?
no.
He has dialogue with it.
They're in the same movie, yeah. Bruce Willis notably hangs dong in that film.
You see his ball bag in, well, you see the silhouette of his ball bag in, shit, I was just talking about it. Last Man Standing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has to get in a gunfight while he's naked.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who was he, Viggo Mortensen? He was in The Two Jakes in 1990. That was the sequel to Chinatown. Mo Better Blues. That was a Spike Lee film in 1990. Disorganized Crime. Isn't that with Ed O'Neill?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else worth noting? Nope. We're going to move on from there. Up next, Maria Conchita Alonso. Ton of 80s action movies. We have to get through a whole bunch of
Jesus.
more recent stuff.
No thanks.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, she was in some big stuff for a while, and we're still scrolling to
Jesus
get to it.
Christ.
She was in an episode of Desperate Housewives in 2006, CSI Miami 2004.
That's not the right Kingpin.
Yeah, nope, not the Kingpin we want it to be. She was touched by an angel in 1999.
No.
Good God, woman.
This is so much crap. The Outer
The
Limits
Nanny.
was all right.
Yeah, she was in an episode of that.
Oh, FX the series.
Yeah, 1997.
I mean, the movies were cool.
Chicago Hope. She was in McBain, 1991.
McBain!
McBain! She was in The Running Man in 1987, of course.
Oh, Vampire's Kiss. Wasn't that the Nick Cage movie?
I think you are correct. Where did it go?
Up.
Yep. Yep. Nicolas Cage and Jennifer Beals. Vampire movie.
I haven't seen that in so fucking long.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't even tell you the plot anymore.
Oh, this went back to the fucking 90s.
Shouldn't we all?
Yeah.
Running Man. Yeah.
Fear City. Tom and I were talking about that movie the other night on
Fear City?
Demonstration. Yeah. And then a bunch of Spanish stuff before that. We're going to move on. Up next, Bill Paxton, who we have talked about at length, but we will always
Multiple
mention-
times.
Yeah, because he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
No longer with us, unfortunately, but yeah, he's in the best Xenomorph movie, Aliens. He was in Twister, Apollo 13, and Frailty as well. I will die on that motherfucking hill.
Alone.
Thank you.
We will move on because we have talked about Bill Paxton at length.
Near Dark fucking rules.
Yeah, Near Dark. I am due to watch that again. Robert Davi, who is an actor we'll just mention in some notable movies. Some of his personal views might be a little cuckoo.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Him and Kevin Sorbo probably get along real well.
Dope.
Yeah. Still in things. He was just in the Reagan movie, which is out this weekend, and from what I hear, is fucking terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the dude has an interesting life. Like, why would the movie suck?
Because it was made by a conservative media company that's only going to make propaganda.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's not going to give you like an accurate movie. Anyway,
You could just like tell the truth with Reagan, and you have an entertaining movie.
yeah. And tell the truth about Nancy, because I want to. From what I hear, she's the fucking throat goat, baby.
Excuse me, what?
You've never heard that?
No.
She apparently gave the best blowjob ever. Like, from like, it was like a no. You can Google that.
I am already.
Yeah.
Nancy Reagan sloppy blowjob.
I'm not lying about it. Yeah.
I typed Nancy Reagan good, and it gave me that head.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where is this coming from?
Apparently, there was truth. She was like renowned at it. Like, yeah, in
Really?
Hollywood. Yeah.
No gag, no tears, huh? Jesus Christ.
So yeah, do a little research on that one, folks. It's
A
out there.
practitioner of trickle down economics.
Well, that just won the fucking internet.
I just closed because I couldn't read anymore.
Nothing will ever top that.
Oh my god. Trickle down economics.
I'm gonna have a stroke.
Wow.
Ah.
I didn't think we were going to talk about First Lady Ed, but all right.
Apparently, she was the best, man.
Known throughout Hollywood. That was specific. It was known throughout Hollywood.
Robert Davi's in The Expendables 3.
Let me tell you about the time I blew Charlie Chaplin.
Twirled his cane.
Holy shit.
Jesus, we are terrible, terrible people.
Let me describe John Ford's hog in full detail.
Oh,
Shit.
this is something called Swamp Shark in 2011.
I think that's like, you know how like truck stops will have lot lizards? Does
Swamp
Florida
sharks.
have swamp sharks?
Just hanging on a dock.
They hang around those like mud boat like marinas, like
Oh, I want nothing to do with a mud boat.
flat bottom fan boats. Like he was in an episode of Nip Tuck, Stargate Atlantis for 6 episodes. He was in a couple of the Halo games as a voice shipmaster.
Mm.
The Scarface video game, 2006.
I will never understand the love for Scarface because that movie is ass toilet.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's like all my ghetto friends
Yeah.
love Scarface, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And it's just like the come from nothing and make your way to millions on the streets kind of mentality, maybe.
I
but
guess. Yeah.
like rappers love it, my hood rat friends love it.
I'll watch it if I see it on, but
I won't because it
like,
sucks.
Yeah, I won't like throw it on. He was in an episode of Karen Cisco. That was 2004. He's in Rob Schneider's The Hot Chick, 2002.
Terrible.
Sure. We're talking about him and Robert. Fuck, Jesus
Davi.
Christ. Yeah, him and Rob Schneider have some similar views. We'll just say. Fucking Christ, man.
Batman Beyond. Who was he in that?
Batman Beyond. He was Dr. Mike Morgan and Magma. He's in the Goonies. He's in what's the one James Bond movie? God damn it! Now I have to go through this. I was trying to get out of it. He's in 2 of the Maniac Cop movies. He's in Christopher Columbus: The Discovery, 1992. Wild Orchid 2.
That sounds steamy.
Steamy. License to Kill. That was it. He was the
Oh,
bad
okay.
guy in License to Kill, 1989. He's also in Die Hard in 1988. Action Jackson. Jackson. Jesus.
Who was Licensed to Kill? That was
Timothy Dalton.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Goonies in 1985. We're gonna leave from there. He's in a lot of TV shows too. The Fall Guy, The A-Team.
Cocksuckers gave Goonies 7.7.
Is that low or
That's
high? in
fucking
your-
low.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
the
say
Goonies.
I would give that higher. Up next, Adam Baldwin probably gets along also really
Yeah,
well
he's
with
like-
Robert Davi.
They're like tight.
yeah. But has also been in some awesome stuff.
Jane,
Yeah.
a man called Jane.
Most notably, he is Jane in Serenity and Firefly. He has been in some big movies, though, too.
Fucking Animal Mother in Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. That's a movie I haven't watched in a while. That's a movie I used to be able to just put on and watch.
Like the first half, or
I watched the whole. I
thing?
like the whole movie.
The whole movie is good. It's just
It's
weirdly 2 movies.
Yeah, and the first half is just unbelievably great.
It's not supposed to be funny, but it's so funny.
At 0800, there will be a magic show. The most random line, but that's the one I've always hung on to.
A jelly donut.
Jesus fucking Christ! Who do you think you are, Mickey fucking Spillane?
I bet if there was some pussy at the top of that obstacle, you'd get up there.
Maybe one for the core. Now one for Jesus. All right, Jesus doesn't get his. Happy birthday, dear Jesus.
Who's a twinkle toed cocksucker that just signed his own fucking death warrant?
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
The best one. Did your parents have any children that lived?
I bet. What does he say? I bet you let me come over and fuck your sister.
No, I like you. You can come over to my house and fuck my sister. Get on your knees, scumbag. Choke yourself. Not with your hands, with my hand. Don't pull my hand. You lean down to my hand and choke yourself.
Oh man, I love that movie.
He is a fucking treasure. Arlie Ermy brought most of that dialogue with him.
Yeah.
From his drill sergeant.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So good.
Engineering, you go find landmines.
Drop your cocks and grab your socks. That is probably, like, we talk about this a lot, but that is probably the most quotable movie of all time.
Yeah.
And it's one character.
There's only two things that come from Texas: stairs and clears. You don't look like a stair to me. Anyway, Adam Baldwin was in 91 episodes of Chuck as Major John Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Halo 3. A lot of Halo voice actors in this movie.
Yeah.
He's in Drillbit Taylor in 2008.
Oof.
He was Superman in a couple of DC animated projects as well. The Doomsday movie.
That was all right.
I don't know if I saw that one.
There was a while where I was buying a lot of those.
There was a while where like DC
They were
was putting
fucking
out
good.
really good movies. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why they decided, let's just dip our toe into, like, live action. It's like, no, stick with the
fuck
animated
the
shit.
whole thing up,
The
yeah.
animated shit was so good.
Yeah. He was in 5 episodes of Angel. There we go. We're gonna move on. We know Adam Baldwin. We
Yeah.
told you what he's in.
Yeah.
The big things, anyway.
He's not of the Baldwins.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's in The
that's right.
Patriot.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is another like surprisingly really good movie.
Yeah.
Uh,
Revolutionary War Braveheart. That's all.
Independence Day also he's in. We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, Kent McCord. When he shows up in this movie, I'm like, who is this guy? I know I've seen him somewhere. He is in a ton of shit.
Oh, he was the captain. Yeah.
Yeah. He was most recently a voice in Starfield. He was in 10 episodes of Farscape. He is in Run, Ronnie, Run, the Mr. Show movie. It was 2002, which is hysterical. I have not seen that in a long time.
I don't know that I ever have.
You probably can't even find it anywhere.
Sir, I can find anything.
He was in Silk Stockings and Pacific Blue.
Steamy.
Yeah, steamy USA dramas. Diagnosis Murder, 1997.
Mm?
Let's see. Sequest 2032.
Renegade.
Renegade, the greatest show of the 90s, of course.
Yep.
4
episodes.
of that. Yeah. He's in Return of the Living Dead 3, 1993. In 1991, he is in Murder, She Wrote! Yes. He's in MacGyver in an episode of that, 1990.
Dope.
An episode of the anthology show Monsters, 1989. He plays Johnny Depp's dad in an episode of 21 Jump Street, 1988. He is in Airplane 2, the sequel. He's one of the pilots. Over, under, over.
Yeah. Just like way less funny.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I was
way
just,
less funny.
They just did an episode of Unspooled on Airplane. They were talking about how like it was just a cheap like cash grab. Like none of the like original like writers, like the producers, like the Zuckers weren't in on it. Like
Yeah.
And they just redid the jokes basically from the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
He was fucking on the high seas in 1980 as a cast member on the Love Boat.
The fuck boat.
Yeah. Anything else? Rowan Martin's Laughing, Emergency, Dragnet 66 and 67.
I used to watch a lot
Ironside.
of Dragnet.
Used to be on USA when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I remember watching it there. You could really just put anything on TV and I'd just sit there and watch it.
Same.
Yeah. He was in Viva Las Vegas in 1964. That was his first role.
God damn.
Up next, Morton Downey Jr., who I just wanted to mention was mostly known as a talk show host,
Yeah.
but was, in my opinion, the best episode of Tales from the Crypt. It was Television Terror, Season 2, Episode
fuck yeah.
16. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Where he is like a reality show host.
Investigating the haunted house.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, like, it is so brutal, like so scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is my favorite episode, I think.
Also, the fucking mouth on that guy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Up next, Steve Kahan. I saved him because I mentioned he is the captain in Lethal Weapon movies. He is also in Demolition Man. That was 93.
I love that movie.
Yeah. I
Like,
just watched it this week at my aunt's
it's
house.
so
in
fucking
Florida.
good.
Uh,
This guy doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
He's in 2 episodes of Tales from the Crypt. Dig That Cat. He's real gone. That's the 3rd episode.
We seriously have to do a fucking Tales from the Crypt show.
Yeah.
Like, somehow hammer that into our schedule.
Yeah, I mean, we could crank out a quick, like, half-hour episode after we're done with these on Monday nights. If we really, dedicated to it. I don't mind doing it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or I can... or we could do like a remote thing.
Yeah. I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Let's pace ourselves. We still have to work in the gaming show, too.
What do you guys want us to do? Like,
Adam 12, TJ Lamb mentioned. He did somebody...
add a Tales from the Crypt show?
Yeah,
Or
no.
no? You want it?
Oils well that ends well. I don't remember this episode. A duo of con artists try to take the jackpot when tracking a group of Southern investors, tricking a group of Southern investors into thinking there's a large amount of oil under an isolated cemetery.
Yeah.
Lou Diamond Phillips and Priscilla Presley are in it.
What?
Huh.
Scylla?
Yeah, she was at Tampa Bay Comic Con last week.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I did not have her panel, unfortunately. That would have been awesome.
What was it like blowing the king?
I have Naked Gun questions. Yeah, Elvis, whatever. In 1989, he was in Murder, She
Weapon
Wrote.
2.
Oh,
Murder, She
yeah,
Wrote.
yeah, that too. He was also in Scrooge in 1988. We did not get the sound effect out.
Well, I was confused because
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
something else over the top of it. It blew my mind.
Yeah. I'll do that.
He was in Scrooge in 1988, which I love that movie. Matlock, 1987.
Mm-hmm.
He was in The Toy, 1982, with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason. Greatest American Hero shows up again. His first role is in 1978 in Superman. Still one of the best comic book movies somehow.
It's good.
That's
It's good.
really good movie.
It is good.
Up next, Henry Kingy. This dude's in a ton of movies. A lot of like stunt work.
Yeah.
But still some big name stuff as far as acting credits. He was in Ant-Man and the Wasp in 2018. He was in Drive Angry in 2011. SpongeBob SquarePants movie in 2004. Looks like he's in a couple of Eddie Murphy movies. Meet Dave, Showtime. Shows up in an episode of Angel, Walker, Texas Ranger. He's in Blade, the first Blade movie. He's in Vampires in 1988. 1998. The John Carpenter one we talked about way back.
Which fucking rules.
He was in Lost World, Jurassic Park.
Which does not rule.
Yeah, he was in Renegade for an episode.
Which fucking rules.
Which he was in Barbed Wire, which does not rule.
It does not rule.
Under Siege 2, which also does not rule. Low Down Dirty Shame.
Kind of rules.
Double Dragon.
Which fucking rules.
Star Trek The Next Generation. The Last Action Hero. Point of No Return.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Batman Returns, 1992. Lethal Weapon 3. MacGyver. Anything else? Jake and the Fat Man. Predator 2. He's in Roadhouse.
K9000.
K9000, 1990.
Oh, Jesus.
He was in the Werewolf TV show on Fox. Spencer for Hire. He's in the first Predator as well. Guerrilla Soldier, Blown Up in Van. He's in 5 episodes of The A-Team. He's in the original V miniseries, the TV series, 85.
Dope.
Riptide. Scarface shows up again. TJ Hooker shows up again. Bionic Woman. So this dude's in a ton of fucking big TV shows. Kung Fu.
Black Belt Jones.
The Omega Man. I have a soft spot for that movie.
Why?
It's awesome. It's got Charlton Heston fighting weird zombies.
Yeah. It's, what the fuck is the name of that book? They gotta turn it
I Am Legend.
Yeah, it's I Am Legend.
Up next, Lillian Chauvin. She shows up also in a lot of like kind of big name stuff. Ugly Betty, CSI, Malcolm in the Middle. She's in Catch Me If You Can with Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mm-hmm.
Shows up in an episode of Alias, an episode of Frasier, Friends, Saved by the Bell, The New Class, Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
She's in the Mike Tyson movie in 1995, The X-Files. In 1994, she was in Murder, She Wrote! She is in Pumpkinhead 2 in 1993.
Oh, sweet.
Universal Soldier in 1992. She's in an episode of
Excellent.
Baywatch in 92.
Most excellent.
Young and the Restless. Bold and the Beautiful. Born in East L.A. with Cheech Marin,
Oh,
1987.
Jesus Christ.
Falcon Crest. She was in Silent Night, Deadly Night, 1984.
Excellent.
Different Strokes, Heart to Heart, Magnum P.I., Private Benjamin. That might be it for the notable stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to move on.
Are we?
We are. I'm
All right.
hanging in there. Mission Impossible.
Uh-huh.
Bob Hope Show, Man from Uncle.
Yeah, yeah.
Combat! 1964. Dragnet, the original.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
King Creole, that was an Elvis movie.
That certainly was.
Yeah. I Spy.
Think she fucked Elvis?
Most likely, if she's in the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. All right, that's it. We're done. On to the crapshoot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
I was looking at this person who was also in this as Colombian girl.
I had her, and I thought about saving her, but I cut her as
I
for
know.
time.
Oh,
Just-
she was
A
the
lot
girlfriend.
of porn.
Yeah, she was a Playboy Playmate.
Yeah,
Oh,
a lot of porn.
so much porn.
I bet you'll find some great fucking titles in there.
Oh no, they were good.
Oh yeah, there were. Lesbian Truth or Dare was one of them. And I was just, like,
Lesbian Babysitters Club.
yeah, I mean, every game of Truth or Dare turns into Lesbian Truth or Dare if you play it long enough. Like, if there's enough girls around.
Yeah. That's true.
Saw the Crow reboot last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Why did you? You were so against it.
I just want to see it just to see.
I still want to see it. I know that it's not good.
It's not. Yeah. Borderlands officially no longer the biggest box office bomb in history, thanks to the Crow. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. How the fuck did it bomb harder than that? Like, there's got to be way less money in it.
Made less than $5 million, I think. I think they
Yeah, but at what budget?
they like filmed a chunk of that, I think, and had to stop and then restart with once what's his name dropped out of it. Jason Momoa. I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Yeah. So I bet you a good chunk of money went there. It's fucking bad.
Yeah.
The soundtrack isn't bad, but it's not.
You're not gonna do it.
It's not. You're not going to top the first Crow soundtrack. Like that's yeah. It is just not good.
I'm still gonna see it.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to. I have to.
Yeah, it's like same thing. I know it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna see it because I have to. Like I have to see what they're gonna do, and like it's. I was hoping like some of the fighting, like the fight sequences, would be cool, and like everybody was saying like the opera scene was like the best one, and it's not that great.
Yeah. How does it compare to the? So, I was talking about this with somebody else, and they were like, "Oh, but it's going to differ so much from the comic book." I was like, "Did you not see the first fucking movie? Because like, that is a different story
It
completely."
strays, yeah, but it is somehow
But like, is it?
closer to the comic book than this one is.
Yeah.
This again, like they get away from them just being two innocent people. Like it's this whole thing where like, and also they really barely know each other, Eric and Shelley. Yeah, they meet in like this like prison rehab. They escape like a day later, and then like they get killed like not long after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
She is like somehow like there's. I'm just gonna spoil shit. Do you care if I spoil shit? It's not good.
Go for it. I'm gonna eat this candy.
Yeah, so Danny Houston
It'll take the pain
somehow has the ability. He's a supernatural ability to like whisper into people's ears and make them do things. Which why?
That.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, like, Shelley has a video of something that happens. Like, you don't really find out until like halfway through the movie on her phone that like one of her friends filmed, and like now these people are trying to like kill everybody involved in this video, and like she is about to be killed, but she ends up like running into a cop and like dropping drugs out of her bag, so she gets arrested.
Yeah.
Like that's when she meets Eric. Eric is just like a fucking loser, like who's just in rehab. He's basically like Pete Davidson. He's just like a you know tattooed loser in rehab.
It looks like the most fucking Gen Z movie.
Yeah. It is so like the whole like thing of him coming back. They have it's so plot like tied to when the powers are needed and when they're not.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like he can't be invincible all the time. So let's just say his powers went away here. Yeah, like for this reason. Like, oh, okay.
So they had like a valid explanation for it in the first movie.
Yeah.
He was tied to the crow.
Yeah. No, not in this one. It's tied to how much he loves her, basically.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and like he finds out something like bad about her, and like that's when he starts losing his powers, and like it's just so fucking dumb. Like it, and like the whole thing is like if he succeeds, they both come back to life. Like yeah, it's so fucking dumb, dude. Like
You're telling me that they took Eric Draven, goth icon, like character, romance is like number one fucking thing, vengeance, love story, and turned him into a fuckboy.
yeah, just a methed out fuckboy. Yeah.
I could not be angrier right now.
Yeah, dude, it's just why would you think any of this was gonna work? Like it's
Like you could take some of those elements.
yeah,
Some of that, okay, it makes like a fresh version of the story. You still have to have the fucking story.
it was bad. It was bad.
I hate that I have to watch this movie.
Which first lady swallowed? Which one spit? It's nothing to crow about. Jesus, dude.
Oh, yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, it was as disappointing as I thought it was going to be.
Gross. So that is like ratio budget to movie or money made
Yeah.
is doing worse than Borderlands.
Yes. Yeah, it brought in like less than 5 million, I think, the first weekend. So it might not have even crossed 5 million like yet in 2 weekends. It's just There's no reason for this. There's no reason for this.
No, we have the good one already.
Yeah.
And like, it's not a well-made movie. Like, ugh, no, fucking leave it alone. Leave it alone. Anything with a legacy and a cult fan base,
Yeah.
leave it the fuck
Just
alone.
leave it alone.
Well, you're not gonna do better.
Yeah. Anyway, old men bitching about stuff. I mentioned earlier we were watching that Chimp Crazy show.
Yeah,
Woo!
it's Tiger King with chimps, right?
Yeah, it's made by the same people.
Yeah.
And like the craziness just ramps up every episode. Like, yeah.
What's that on?
HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 3 episodes in. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This the woman who it's about is just so delusionally crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just like she runs like a chimp sanctuary.
She was she knew this lady who was like the main like person for the for chimps and like stuff in the US for like sales of chimps, like, you know,
Yeah.
not like actual respectable care of chimps.
Yeah.
So
Changing hands.
yeah, basically like that woman got
Chimps
shut
changing
down.
hands. Yeah.
So she was like she took over the sanctuary, and like PETA ended up getting like a court order to have all the chimps removed, and like I don't want to give away anything because it's just so batshit crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very entertaining. I recommend Chimp Crazy.
You know who I hate? PETA. Anyway, moving on. I have really been enjoying Hannibal.
Yeah, I told
I'm-
you like
I'm like right at the end of the first season.
Okay.
I haven't been like binging it, but like an episode or two here and there, which I think is how I want to watch it, because it's fucking heavy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a couple of things that I'm like meh about, and like just how many psycho serial killers that they're finding all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
It's a little much. And then like Hannibal like trying to like groom that one girl, like not like sexually groom, like groom into like a serial
serial killer. Yeah.
yeah, like that's a bit much. Like that doesn't really fit that character's MO, from my opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's more what he does in like the books and shit.
Yeah, in the books, there's much more of like a sexual element to his character.
Is there?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been enjoying that. Really haven't been watching much. Started playing Fallout 4 again today.
I got close to playing New Vegas again. I started it a couple months ago and then just stopped.
Yeah.
I got a hankering for it. I want to play some Fallout.
Yeah.
But I started playing Star Wars Outlaws this week.
How was that?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping it gets better like as I play a little bit more.
Yeah.
Really
that's kind of what you had with was it
a lot of modern games are like that where it sucks at first.
It was like something kills the DC universe or something.
Oh, Suicide Squad kills the Justice League.
Yeah.
That was okay.
Yeah, you were saying like it started off kind of fucking mid and then got
Yeah.
better as it went along.
Like I hate that in like modern games where like they give you the shittiest version of the game up front. Like,
Yeah.
give me a little something. Like, don't
Yeah.
make me earn everything. Like,
Yeah, give me fun when I want the game.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't really get very far. I played it for maybe like fucking 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Enough to make a character and get out of the vault.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and then because it's like one of the like Game of the Year definitive editions, as soon as I left the vault, it was like quest.
Yeah,
Like,
all the
investigate
shit
this.
pops
like,
up.
what the fuck is going on right now? Why do I have 6 radio signals that I have to figure out?
Yeah. I am. It's been too long since I played a Fallout game.
Yeah. I really I liked 3. Like 3 was really fun. But New Vegas really like is fucking top of the heap for me with
Yeah.
those. I've played 4 before, but like a couple of hours, so I really don't have
I think
like,
they really nailed the formula in 4.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get into that. Like I loved The Outer Worlds,
Yeah.
which is just like
That was a surprisingly fun game.
superb. The sequel is not out, right? Or it is?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, because I know they are working on one if it's not out yet.
Yeah.
But that was really good. I mostly just like sat on my ass and vegetated today.
I had a lot of that this week. This was the
Yeah.
first weekend we didn't really have much going on.
Yeah.
So, well, Arthur and I did the show Saturday night, which was fun.
Yeah,
That's going to be a fun show, especially when we have guests.
yeah. Your Sunday was a little rough, eh?
Yeah, I could have hydrated a little better. Yeah.
No, I texted Monique and I was like, I just want to couch rot today, but then I kind of feel guilty. She was like, it's your day off. Like, do whatever you want.
Yeah, I do that all the time too. Like,
Sold.
I don't want to do shit. Then I ended up doing like laundry.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I was going to install the security camera here today, and I didn't.
That's fine. I did a sink of dishes.
Yeah, I didn't even
Then,
do that much.
yeah.
I did do some laundry.
Then I
Though.
made dinner. That was about it.
Yeah, I didn't make dinner.
No.
Yeah.
But I watched this. I did the trivia segment for this. Watched a little bit of YouTube on my ass, and then that's really it.
Yeah.
Played the tower for a little while.
I've been playing a shit ton of Snap.
Have you?
Yeah.
Arthur, what is the highest tier that you've gotten to on the or wave that you've got on the tower?
21.99, I think.
Jesus Christ!
And I'm on tier 3 doing stuff now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I was reading that you actually have to you have to switch to offensive because the defensive Thorns build does not hold up anymore.
Well, it only gets you so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. Anyway, that's a stupid phone game that me and Arthur like to play. I think that's it, my brother.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else worth mentioning. I really don't think so.
No.
I will say I've been watching. I'll give a shout out to Bad Monkey on Apple TV.
Yeah.
It's like a Vince Vaughn show where he's like a cop who ends up getting like suspended from his job. He lives in Key West. It's kind of like a detective show.
Yeah.
Really enjoying that.
He's doing it like off the books because he's suspended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the police chief like asks him to do a favor, like to get back in his good graces, and like that leads to something that leads to like something else. And,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's kind of like a mystery, like detective thing.
Burn Notice-y?
I never watched Burn Notice, so I really can't compare.
Oh, the early stuff for Burn Notice, so good.
All right. So yeah, I'm watching that. That I recommend.
Yeah.
And Evil too. I'm almost done with it. That I'm really into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started that, but it's just like it never really like got its claws into me.
It takes a while.
Yeah,
it takes
I gotta,
a while. Yeah,
I gotta keep
which
going.
is unfortunate.
I gotta keep going. Just premise wise, yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should wrap it up.
All right.
We should probably skip the plugs for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's skip the plugs for this week.
Okay.
I mean, no. I mean, our stuff's fine.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna be. Maybe we'll go back to that in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, our website is www.bigdumbmonsters.com. If you want to find us on Facebook, we're Big Dumb Monsters Pod. You can email us suggestions for the show, movies we should watch, which we would actually really appreciate because we've been flying by the seat of our pants lately.
Yeah, we have.
We got to get back into scheduling things. Movies we should watch, beer we should check out, changes to segments of the show. Like if you think we can do something different, let us know. You think we can add things to the show? We want to know. BigDumbMonsters@gmail.com. Even if you just want to say, hey, we like your show, or we hate your show. Whatever. Keep that one to yourself. But you can find us on Slasher, the all horror social network. We are Big Dumb Monsters Podcast. And you can sometimes find us logged into our Steam account, which is Big Dumb Monsters.
You can check us out on Instagram and Threads at big_dumb_monsters. When the show is streaming live, you can check it out on Twitch and YouTube. We are at Big Dumb Monsters on both of those platforms. We are this close to 150 subscribers on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please,
do it.
Please hit the button,
But
subscribe.
then also watch on YouTube and like the videos.
Yes, that would be
fucking-
a huge help.
It'd be mint.
We have a merch store at TeePublic. You can head over to TeePublic and just search for the Big Dumb Monsters store. We have a Discord, which we need to get better about promoting
Yeah, we do.
and probably populating.
Yeah.
We have a Snap Alliance, which you should join. We are our hashtag, or not hashtag, call sign or whatever is MEH, M-E-H, and we are the BDM network.
Not the BDSM network.
Yeah, no, that's a different game.
It's a different show.
Yeah. Patreon, $5 a month. Yeah, you'll get that one.
That and the Tales from the Crypt show.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's all we got,
That's it.
except for some words of wisdom.
I say this as Donner is actively eating his ass. But don't let
Loudly.
Ghoulies...
Loudly,
It's-
yeah.
It's audible. I
Yeah.
can hear it across the room. But don't let Ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in a deathbed.
Bye-bye.